Am I the a-hole for publicly humiliating my friend who confessed to my husband? My husband, 34 male, and I, 32 female, have been married for 8 years and have a 3-year-old son. My friend Sarah from my university days was the godmother of my child. Sarah was a sweet and simple girl, and I loved being friends with her. But today it changed when my husband told me that he needs to talk to me. He explained how he always felt uneasy around Sarah, and how he noticed that she would set lightly to put me down whenever those to talk. His suspicions were confirmed when she sent him a revealing picture yesterday, confessing that she has liked him ever since the two of us got engaged. I was furious and asked him to block her. He showed me that he already had. I quickly took a screenshot of their conversation and posted it on social media to her friends and her family, cautioning them to be careful of the harlot who preys after married men. Sarah has been bombing my phone with her calls and texts, calling me every profanity in the world. Most of my friends took my side, and my husband was kinda amused, while some of my friends complained I went too harsh on her. Am I the a-hole? Edit. I did not post her revealing pictures. I blurred it, especially her face. Not the a-hole, to be honest. I also think this is funny. I'm really struggling to feel sympathy for her here. Going after your supposed best friend's spouse is pretty unforgivable. At least you seem to have a good husband. Oh, P.S. I am pretty lucky. He is a great man. Not the a-hole to those saying it's too harsh. How would they feel if she tried this with their spouse? What if this was happening to them? Would they be okay with it? I think not. If she's not proud of her actions, that's on her. This only has two outcomes. She tries this with your husband and he goes along with it, or treacheries and fails. She doesn't get to try to betray you and then get upset how you react and deal with it. This is a case where she effed around and found out. If she didn't want everyone to know she was at home wrecking garden tool, she shouldn't have been a garden tool trying to wreck homes. Am I the a-hole for taking in my niece against my brother and her mom's wishes? I don't think I did anything wrong, but they are convinced I'm an a-hole, so my brother wanted me to post here for MBA's opinions. So I'm 25 female, brother Eric 35 male, Mary Mandy 39 female. About 5 years ago, Mandy has a daughter named Layla, 18, from a previous relationship. When I met Layla, we clicked instantly. She was 13 and I was 20, and I felt like I was her big sister, even though she's technically my niece. Well, Layla was at my place, and it was a few days before her 18th birthday. I asked her what she was doing for it, and she said nothing much, because she has to start looking for a job immediately. I was confused because she got a full ride to our local college, and my brother and his wife do well for themselves. Layla told me her mom and my brother sat her down and told her that after her 18th birthday she has to move out. They told her that she will be an adult and it's not their job to continue supporting her. At this point, Layla started crying and hyperventilating. I calmed her down, but I was peeved. I told Layla she could move in with me. She was super psyched, and I said we could start moving her in whenever she wanted. Layla went home, and when her 18th birthday came around, she told Eric and Mandy her plan. Mandy was furious and was yelling at Layla that she needs to stand on her own feet. Mandy would not stop screaming and actually lunged at Layla. Eric was trying to calm Mandy down, and Layla went to her room, grabbed her important stuff, and left. She called me and I came and got her. The next day, Mandy shows up at my door and demands to be let in. I told her no. She started banging on my door, and I told her if she doesn't leave, I'm calling the cops. She left, and she sent Layla a text saying she was throwing all her stuff away and called her entitled. Mandy also sent me a text that I was out of line for getting involved in her parenting, and that I should have checked with her before offering Layla a place to stay. I told Mandy if she wanted a say in what her kiddos, she shouldn't have kicked her out. I also told her I'm a grown-ass woman and I can offer my place if I want to. She started calling me repeatedly, so I block at her. Eric says I need to just apologize for the sake of peace, but I think that's ridiculous. If anyone should apologize, it should be Mandy, to Layla for how she treated her. Mandy is still really mad and is refusing to come to future family functions because nobody agrees with her. She said she will only come if I apologize, so my brother says I'm an asshole and causing all the problems. So what do y'all think? Am I the a-hole? Funny Wafer 1450 says, not the a-hole. It's too bad that Mandy would rather see her daughter homeless than living with you. What an awful human being. Thank you for taking Layla in. OP, that's my bestie. I was gonna let her be homeless.